for the final game, Game 9. What will we have? I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, Frank has been good with the Clef, but like, is he even that good? I'm not sure. But we are going to keep this Dodrio off the table. Security cannot lock in Dodrio. Not going to be allowed. So what? I mean, we have Clefable ban, and Voxtech is now banning. We're going to ban Blastoise again. Okay, keeping them off Blastoise. That's pretty strong. And finally, Tyranitar is removed from the opposing team. What's the game plan? Okay, what will they be picking? I'm not sure. How will they deal with the opposing team? They're going absolutely crazy on them. So what are they picking? What's the plan? Joe's got to pick something. He's only got a couple seconds. He goes with Umbreon here, taking Umbreon from the Redwood Fox. Interesting choice. I mean, what do they do with this? How are they going to capitalize on this? Redwood Fox just going to lock in Mamoswine instead. Luke now locking Trevenant. Okay. Now what? I mean, they have a defender. They have a support. You know, Frank's going to play a support, right? And then what? Sceptile's got to pick something. So, I don't know, what kind of damage output do you expect from Sceptile? Well, it seems like they've decided on Glaceon here. I think the Glaceon change is an interesting decision. But hey, you know what? If it works, right? Ray's going to lock in Eldegoss, as Eldegoss has been going absolutely crazy in these past few games. And Cairo locking in what? Chandelure. Interesting pick, interesting pick. I don't know how I feel about the Chandelure. I don't know enough about Chandelure to know if this is, you know, going to be a game winner or not. And what plays are we going to have from the other team? I mean, probably a variety of jungler and some sort of strong laner, if I had to guess. The Pokemon here, I wouldn't really classify those as that. So we have Metagross and Aegislash, once again from Jelly Roll. And finally, Security, probably going to go back to Mew. Mew went really well. I don't know why much change would need to happen, right? And yeah, I was correct in my assumption. The Mew is picked, and we'll just see how this develops, won't we? Alright, so we have a switch. Sceptile SMG being given Umbreon. Jomiga going to receive the Glaceon here. And now what? I mean, like, what's the game plan? How are we going to win this? I mean, clearly you're going to send one of the all-arounders into the jungle, right? Get that strong early game first evolution from the jungle. And in response to that, what? They're going to probably have Litwick in the jungle. Litwick in the jungle is pretty, what's the word here? Vulnerable? And an invasion could be in order here. But I guess we will find out, won't we? As we have our final game of Week 3. Very important match. The decider. Everything up to this point was a warm-up as far as this match is concerned. This is it. The one and done. The winner of this, obviously, coming away, the Week 3 champion, and, you know, that all-important having the lead in the overall match count. Here we go. It is time for our final game. Game number 9. Let's get it. Alright, so who are they sending into the jungle? What's the game plan? It looks like we're going to have Glaceon going into the jungle here. Interesting choice, going with Glaceon over Dragapult. I feel like we've seen a lot more of Joe's Dragapult than the Glaceon. But maybe he's actually a Glaceon main for all we know. Trevenant's going in trying to score, but we're ready for it. We're going to hit him a lot. We're going to hit him a lot more. He's using an X speed to get in there and score and then get out of there. He's going to escape. But now he's going to go back in. Frank's going to, you know, use Heal Pulse just to heal everybody. And Glaceon has evolved. I repeat, Glaceon has evolved. Now what? I mean, we have a Beldum trying to get this this we have a Beldum trying to get that KO on the Bumblebee. It did successfully do that. And now what? I mean, are we trying to steal that? It looks like we did. Very good. Beldum ahead in experience there. That's what you want to see if you're that blue team. But here comes everybody. Here comes everybody. Everybody has come up top. We're trying to keep Joe alive, but he decides to just stop moving and give away that level 5 worth of experience on that KO to the entire team. And now what? I mean, Frank's gonna try and contest this, but he's just a silly little Clefairy, and that's also a Beldum, and this is just a big snowball up top. I mean, maybe we have compensation for it in the bot lane. I mean, Red Luck Fox down here by himself. You know, the Swinub being a he. Jelly Roll gonna be able to get some free experience, but that is a huge steal on that Indeedee from the Swinub. Big steal. Alright, but Security going to be a little bit too far in, gonna get slashed one time for the troubles, and that slash did quite a bit of damage. It was a solid chunk. And soon this Aegis will be slashing, as I believe it's gonna evolve next level. I think it's level 7 that we could have Aegis slash. We have the center Altaria wave. Okay, what's gonna happen here? I mean, we've got Cairo, we've got the Aegis slash, we've got Mew absolutely blasting. We have, you know, Flamethrower. We're going to try and get what we can off. We're going to get a KO on that silly little sword. And Sceptile is going to back away. He knows he can't fight them up there. But if he fights them under the goal, maybe he can win. You know, we've got Curse. We've got oh my goodness, this Trevenant going crazy on him, and that's everyone down there. That's all 5 Pokemon from the opposing team. They are moving as a unit. Their hearts and souls have combined as one, and they are absolutely not letting the other team have fun. As Clefairy is still a Clefairy, and it finally evolves into Clefable. But, I mean, hey, if we're on experience share, that's still pretty good. Frank the Wolf suddenly level 5 all of a sudden. That's the power of, you know, Pine Sol, baby. It's time for the objectives, and the orange team is already on that bottom objective with just 3 Pokemon, 2 defenders and an Eldegoss. They evaporate the entire Reggie in the bot lane. However, this is their chance. This is their moment. This is it. Big as they're gonna get. And they get the Alecki. They get one of the objectives. They are on the board. Alright, so what's the game plan here? I mean, you gotta get not united by the Chandelure that came up at level 10, but tragically, you know, that Chandelure already got off its damage. That's pretty dangerous stuff. Now what? I mean, what's the game plan? You gotta back away. They're all up there. It's dangerous stuff. Okay, but now we have a Metagross. Metagross is really strong. You know, only 2 Pokemon on the opposing team are out-leveling this Metagross right now, and that is the Trevenant, and also you know, the very, very threatening Pokemon in the back line, that Chandelure. But we're going to try and punch him. We're going to try and punch him, but that's a big knock-up, and somehow, some way, this Chandelure survives at non-existent HP. That's insane. And they're going to get away with that somehow, and there's just no punish because the huge knockup. But down here, I mean, we got some people trying to score. Red Luck Fox trying to score, you know, the big tree, trying to be a big tree, but tragically, the big tree is not big enough for me, if you know what I'm saying, chat. Anyway, that's going to end up in a fainted Trevenant, and we have a big push down bot now. Big push, big push. I mean, we're gonna probably pick up the scale on Red Luck Fox as Red Luck Fox decides to go back in. And we're going to get off more points, and we miss a chance at overscoring with that big 40, but that's okay. Now we have a Unite coming out from Ray, and we're going to just back away. We don't want to get hit by that today. Now, entire team, now moving in unison, both teams in sync, in position, and it's Registeel time. I mean, what's the game plan here? I mean, we have the big Metagross getting stun locked? I don't know what happened to Metagross there, but that's definitely a very quick KO, and the team on the right's gonna end up getting the secure. Hold on, is this Aegis Slash able to defeat this? Huge. Big level, big level. Whole level for KOing that entire Chandelure. And now their team is out of position, but it doesn't matter because, you know, it's just too little too late, I think, as far as that's concerned. Aegis Slash now trying to pick up more KOs, but we're gonna get stun turboed by this Trevenant, and now we're on Curse Hornleech, pushing everyone around. And now we have yet another top objective. The Aleki is here. We are positioning for it, but like, what's the game plan? What are we gonna do? How are we going to deal with this? I mean, we're gonna go and see that the opposing team's in our jungle for some reason, and Mew's gonna get slapped up, and that's a mean look on that Trevenant, and that's a big experience bag given away. Interesting choice. Okay, so now what? I mean, they can go up top, they can fight this objective, you know, they have the 3-on-5, and it looks like they're going for it, and they're kind of ripping the Aleki really quickly, but they slowed down, and now the Secure coming out from Glaceon, they saw the Eldegoss coming in, and they were able to prevent you know, the big steal by the Eldegoss, and now Regieleki is walking, and they're going to try and pick up as many KOs as they can here. But this Trevenant is just unkillable. This thing is a nightmare demon from heck. And it's just, you know, never dying. It's stunning everybody with these powerful Horn Leeches. And Curse. So what's the game plan? I mean, there's a minute before Rayquaza. If you look at the experience, you're down about 3 levels total, team-wide. And that's not the greatest, but it's not the end of the world, you know? You can just, if you can just, like, catch someone off guard, catch them out where they don't need to be, and get that Rayquaza, that all-important final objective of the game, you know, you can win. You can win. Vox going for a big dunker. It looks like the team is going to, you know, provide assistance for that big dunker. And, yeah, whole team up there. Alright, and the team on the right manages to get the Reggie in time. They managed to get there in time. I can't believe it. Too much going on the screen at the same time, and they're gonna just try and get prepared. What bush do we choose to hide in? I'm not sure, but this is it. If there is ever a time to pick the optimal bush, now is the time. It is Rayquaza. It is Rayquaza time. Everyone is alive. The opposing team is up on levels by like 4. What do we do? Well, it looks like they're poking. They're using, you know, their ranged attacks to poke, and they're just looking. They're just looking around. Sceptile gonna come in, try to draw everyone away from the Ray, and here comes the rest of the invasion. Here it comes. Here comes big Metagross, and oh, big Solar Beam coming out from the Mew. Frank the Wolf gonna heal all that off. Here comes a big Unite move coming out from the oh my goodness, that's a huge Solar Beam. That line was crazy, and there's just so much going on here. But it does seem to be... Wait, hold! Aegislash faints! Metagross is still alive! Metagross is nearly full still! Can Metagross win this? Does Metagross win this? That's a big Horn Leech coming out! Can we win? No! We just don't quite have enough there. But it's okay. It's okay. They're not taking the Rayquaza. They can't take the Rayquaza. We're still here. We are still able to contest. We have time still. We have time still. And it is an 8-point game. They don't realize how close it is, but it is an 8-point game. We are defending against the Trevenant. The Mew has 50 to score. And the Clef is just staying on the goal. They think they have the lead, but they don't have the lead. Now what? Okay, Umbreon going to score a 50. There's no way that this goes off. There's 0 chance that this goes off. Alright, Aegislash going for the Rayquaza. Just ripping it looks like. What's the game plan? Mew bot lane. Mew's trying to score. Mew's gonna be prevented. Now what? Okay, we're fighting the Rayquaza. We have 10 seconds. We have 10 seconds. We need literally any points. We need literally any points. And the team on the gets the Rayquaza in time. No shot! But Umbreon isn't able to get off the dunk! What happened at the end? What happened? What happened at the end? Where did the dunk go? Where did it go? And Team Mysterious Muse walks away with the win in Week 3.